Hi and welcome to Vintage Doll Collector. Today I want to share with you some dolls I picked up here and there over the past 6 months or so. A lot of them are from the 80s and 90s, but there's a few older things too. This is a Carole baby doll made in France. She has a vinyl head and limbs and a huggable cloth body. The vinyl on these dolls has an almost translucent quality. She has a copyright date of 1990 on the back of her head. Here's her tag. This little Cabbage Patch baby is one of the Snugglies. He has a plush body with an attached hood that looks like a bear. They also made a rabbit and a dog, I think. This is a fairly recent doll, dated 2008. On his foot he has Xavier Roberts' printed signature. This is a Polish mask face doll. She's made of cloth with a vinyl mask face. This is actually one of the nicest ones I've ever seen. I like her hair and her outfit. Here's the back of her head. Sometimes they're stamped Poland on one leg, but this one has a tiny label on the bottom of her shoe. She's 16.5 inches tall. One lot of dolls I bought recently had several Shirley Temple items. This is an ideal vinyl Shirley from the late 50s. Her curls are a bit messy, but not horrible. I really like her face and her hazel eyes. She's been redressed. This Shirley Temple is tagged with the name of the maker, Jan Birdsall. I wonder if it was a souvenir from some doll collector's event. It's printed on a thin sheet of wood. Here's a Shirley Temple reproduction paper doll. It says from the collection of the Children's Museum, Boston. I used to go there when I was a kid. The original set was published by Saulfield in the 1930s. I like that several of her outfits have dolls. The dresses are just adorable. This is one of Shirley's iconic movie outfits. She even has her own Raggedy Ann. This little porcelain doll is Elspeth, a Mary Engelbreit doll by the Good Company, which was a division of Applause. She's a cute little character. Here you can see the flowers on her hat. Half Pint is one of my favorite vintage dolls. She was made by F&B in the 60s, 70s, and 80s in tons of different outfits. She has side-glancing sleep eyes, which you don't see very often. Isn't she adorable? I bought a big collection of Madame Alexander dolls from the 90s. This is Cinderella from the Portrette series, which are made from the Sisette mold. She has a tiara made of silver braid and sequins. Alexander dolls are always beautifully dressed. I like the fact that they even bothered to put flowers on the back of the dress. As I was typing this, I realized she has blue eyeshadow, so I snapped another picture. These three lovely ladies are also portraits. Each one represents a different birthstone. The doll in the blue dress is Sapphire for September. She has gray eyes. Check out the cool beading on the flapper style dress. I love the redhead with the green eyes. She's blue zircon for December. The one in red is ruby for July. She has pretty root beer colored eyes. The beading on her dress is draped to one side. Remember the teeny beanie babies that used to come with McDonald's Happy Meals? Seems like that was 1,000 years ago. The flamingo was my favorite. Her name is Pinky. Patty the platypus is pretty cool too. I'm glad you can't smell these, they stink of mildew. This sweet little baby is Sugar Britches. The original was made by a Texas doll artist named Boots Tyner. Molds were available to make your own in the 1980s, but I think this is a mass-produced version. She has a porcelain head and hands and a beanbag body. I've got some more Madame Alexander dolls to show you now. This Cinderella was made from 1987 to 91. She has the Mary Ann face, but it looks like she got a little squished in storage. She's missing her silver sequin crown. This 8-inch doll is called Wendy Loves Being a Prom Queen. She looks more like a fairy godmother than a prom queen, don't you think? She's got bright green eyes and was made in 1994. Check out her crown. This one is called Easter Sunday. Her taffeta coat dress is really stiff. I do like her straw hat. Here's another Wendy. This one is Wendy Loves Being Loved from 1992. This doll came in a gift set, and you could get a blonde, brunette, or redhead doll with the dress and the coat and hat, and a nightie and robe and underwear. I think the hat's a bit faded. It should be red and it's more like orange. This is a ballerina from 1990. She was sold as a blonde or brunette with this hairstyle, or as a black doll with short curly hair. This one is Heidi from the Storyland series of the early 90s. She has the Maggie face, which is different from the Wendy face. She looks happy while Wendy is more serious. Now I want to show you a few little animals I got along with the Alexander dolls. This little cloth rabbit is signed Heartlight Dolls 1990. I was able to find out that Heartlight dolls were made in New Hampshire, but that's about all I know. She has jointed arms and legs and sits very nicely. This fluffy bear was handmade by Carolyn Lamoth, a Massachusetts artist. I had another one of her bears a few years ago. This little guy is very soft and beautifully made. These two characters are by Sennebec Workshop, which was a Maine company. They're both made of velveteen. The sailor cat has a wonderful painted face. Let me take off his hat so you can see him better. I can't tell if he's faded a bit or if the brim of the hat has actually stained him, but see the ring of color here? He's dated 1986. The rabbit is a simpler design, with bead eyes and a stitched nose and mouth. Her ears are stained. I have a Sennebec Workshop bear which I showed in my teddy bears video. So I think I'll be keeping these two also, at least for the time being. I really like them. Okay, back to dolls. I've got some Disney dolls here. This is the first version of Cinderella and Prince Charming that Mattel made back in 1991. I was amazed looking through my Mattel Fashion Dolls book to see how many different versions of Cinderella they made just in the 90s alone. These are very nice dolls. This is obviously the Little Mermaid, but I don't think she was made by Mattel. She's just marked Disney China on the back of her head. If you know anything about her, please leave a comment. Here's Mattel's Beast doll from Beauty and the Beast. He's also from 1991. Take his mask off and he's a handsome dude. Got a bit of an eyebrow rub though, and his hair's a mess. This is a rubber doll from Germany, still in the original package. Erlo appears to be the manufacturer, although I'm told they made mostly wooden toys. Here's the back side. The translation of the wording on the package reads, Erlo, love me, rubber doll. The given washable toy for toddlers made of hygienically perfect material. The handwritten note is dated 1959. She has molded hair and a traditional outfit. Rubber dolls can have a lot of issues with deterioration, but this one has just kind of hardened up. Unfortunately, some of the painted surface has stuck to the inside of the plastic bag. I don't want to take her out of the bag because I'm going to sell her, but I hope whoever buys her will take her out and enjoy her. I believe this glamour doll is Margie by Belle. She probably dates to around 1960. She's not marked, but can usually be identified by the fact that she bears a strong resemblance to the Sissy doll by Madame Alexander. Another identifying feature is that her arms are positioned very close to her body. I absolutely love her taffeta dress. I don't know if it's original, but it does seem factory made. Here's the back side. The elastic on her shoes is all stretched out, but at least she still has them. She came with this mommy-made hooded evening coat made of an interesting black file fabric. Thanks for joining me today. If you want to be notified when I have new videos posted, click the subscribe button and the little bell icon. See you next time.